So I'm back, y'all. Got that part done. She'll be back. But what I was saying was, she was saying that she's, a successful black woman. She wants that, a successful black man, and she wasn't horning in like on money and this and that and other. But one of the things that she was like, I want one that doesn't have children, just like I don't have children. You know what I'm saying? Going in, she wants to be, them to do that together. And apparently, this gentleman was with somebody else, and she felt like I don't know. He was with somebody else, and she ended up getting pregnant, and my friend was kind of like, how dare she was on it, and she said herself, she said I was in my feelings, but I thought about it because even before she told me what was going on, and I just kind of looking at what was on Facebook, I knew what it was because it's been countless women that I have ran into, black women, that are in this line where it's like, I'm not selling for nothing. I want me a black man with no children, and I don't have no children, and that's it. That's all it is to it, and that's fine. But understand that, as we outnumber the man, period, just in our community and women in general. And I was saying to her, and she's all in her feelings, worried about this one getting away or whatever, however, but he might not have even been it. Like, it's nothing wrong with opening your eyes to be with a man who does have a child. He could be a responsible man who, there's different circumstances that could go on, and he had a child. And him and his, and you don't have to go through baby mama drama. Not everybody's going through it. But it could be someone that has a child that is, very independent, this, that, and other, just co-parent, with them, or however, I don't think you should write folks off because they have children. I think you should look at, because they already have them, you should look at other things as well. With that being said, love is not only in our community, but I respect you for what you're saying, because I don't see anything wrong with that. But I was saying to her, just kind of open your eyes a little bit. Be able to accept and take in, maybe a date with a man that may have a child. And she gave me the same tease that I've had somebody else give me, well, actually countless others. I want to be the one, it's the I'm gonna be the first. I want to be the one, you know what I'm saying? And there is no shade in that at all. At all. But then if he's, a good enough man that you would, with her, that you would finally marry, a good enough man to marry, and he does have a child, I mean, that may speak to how he has the ability to love and take care of his children. I'm saying if he's a good man that's taking care of his children, then how, if he's taking care of children, he's taking care of business or whatever, how can you not love him? Don't put yourself in a box. Don't get over in that bitter bitch lane, because that motherfucker stays full. Listen, and bitches can be over there for different reasons, trust me. Because I'd have been in the bitter bitch lane years ago with pig bombing. This guy, what we gonna call him, pig bombing. This guy I dated years ago, honey. Years and years and years and years and years ago. And you can get over in that, you can go through these modes where, I don't want none, don't even talk to me, nigga, I ain't got time, and you go from that to this one right here, and some folks gonna know what I'm saying and gonna agree with me. First, you wasn't being with nobody, and you ain't got time for love. Now, you'll be with somebody, but just sexually, and take your ass home. But eventually that runs out, although, just don't do it. Damn it. But you do, there is that phase, and I can raise my hand and say that I got in that phase too. But you live and you learn, and if you have the ability to share with somebody, by all means share with them and let them know what yours was and what you went through. I think one of the most important things about this conversation that me and her had is that I was able to embrace and understand what she was saying. But I also told her that everything I'm saying to you is out of love, and it is in no malice or anything in my heart or anything like that. It is because I want you, because I see this is what you want. You know, open up your horizons and this and that and other. Y'all know I'm all about setting your criteria. Y'all, if I'm itching a lot, something that I'm taking makes me itch. So, you know, just open up, because it is still black women. It is still some good black men out there. And with that being said, I have said this countless times before. Make sure your ass is right. Don't be in the lane waiting for the good black man and you know your ass is mediocre. It's more than just want. And I want to get married and just have the baby. You know what I mean? And all of that 100-child life. It's so much more than that. I mean that. It's so much more than that. And I do say, you know, open your horizons. You know, be open to love. You know what I mean? You only got your love lane open to I don't want none but a black man. You better not have no kids, and I want to be the only one, and I don't want to deal with no baby mama. And what if you do got a child? You just don't want to, you know. With some women, and she kind of kept it 100. Was like, I just don't want to share in no capacity. And I respect that. Now, some people will say, well, she's just a selfish. No, she has that right to that. Shit, I don't want to fucking share my husband. And I don't give a fuck what you think about me saying that. And countless other women would agree with me on that, and vice versa. You know, but it was just a touching conversation, and I love that me and her were able to have that conversation, and she didn't feel attacked, and I wasn't attacking her. You know, which also, you know, threw me into some other shit I was thinking about. Just thinking about YouTube in general. You know, YouTube can be shady as hell, but it can be most shady between women, and even more so shade between black women. And people have said this umpteen times, and I'm beginning to be like, yeah, it's just a little too much shade, you know, going around or whatever. What's wrong with, you know, just saying, well, you know, we threw shade, honey, it's okay. You know, we did it and we lived and learned from that or whatever. And I'm just seeing a lot of this lately. Now, some of this that I'm seeing with some of the younger ladies, these young girls, honey, who have they just reckless abandonment. Like, they throwing shade, coming up with pictures of what you used to do, and I was doing this, and bitch, your man want me, you know, this kind of thing. Now, don't get me wrong, because I done threw some shade at some folks here on YouTube, but, you know, if you throw a little bit at me, I'm going to throw a little bit back at you. But what I've had to happen recently is I've had, you know what I'm saying, someone to come back and, you know, be viewing my videos or whatever, however, and basically come with the grown woman shit. Like, okay, girl, that was what it was, and you know what I'm saying, but I can come over here and support you and still leave a comment and come and pray for you or whatever, and it is duly appreciated, you know, and I would still do the same thing. One of the things that lies in being a young girl, a child, a baby, and still ain't grew up, and being a woman, because if a person, you know, can come to you earnestly or however it comes about, hey, you know, you accept that. And you be thankful for that. So I am, and I just started looking at some of these new younger y'all. I just like one of my loves, and I've been following her for a while, Miss Tammy Blanco. I love Tammy. Oh, she gives me everything I need. But she's had a few little verbal things online or whatever, and recently it was some girl, I don't even know her name, but I think she must be in movies or whatever. She makes porn movies, which I don't know, honey. I don't know. You get down, and I ain't, please trust, and I'm not throwing shade, so no need to get on camera and, you know, put your phone up and have a little whatever. Let's don't do it. You know, because I'm really not trying to throw shade. I'm just trying to explain, you know, and not only them two kind of arguing, but just other people, you know, back and forth. And I think each woman, you know, in the situation has something, you know, to offer, and maybe in a another time in another place they could have got along. But with that being said, I had to ask myself, how in the hell can you really dislike somebody that you only see on a video that you have to actually click and get on? Like, I don't get that. You know what I mean? Like, really? Like, I hate that bitch, but I'm gonna watch this bitch do the what? Please stop it. It just, I was just thinking about that, and I said, and that brings me again back to ways in which, everybody does need to kind of reach back and mentor or try to say things, to help others. And listen, I'm a work in progress when it comes to it, because I still come on if somebody rubbed me wrong. And I will say what I got to say, but use this pertaining to my children unless you just try me directly. Not that I can't be tried, and not that I can't be read for dust, because I'm sure it's countless bitches here on YouTube who have probably read me for dust for a video I've made, or me disagreeing with a comment or whatever. It don't matter to me. It really doesn't, unless it's somebody that I really value, I value their friendship or opinion or whatever. Other than that, it don't motherfucking matter to me, because until you in my motherfucking face ready to do something a little different, I can't. It is what it is. I can't. Not to be a valid bitch, but and at this point, the bitch is down, so I won't hesitate, because I ain't got nothing else to do. I ain't got no other way, to get your ass away from me, up off me. Anywho, moving on along. But I was just kind of looking, I was like, this is just so sad, because everybody has something great to offer. Everybody does. Whether you know it or not, if you reach down, there is something that only you can do at the top of its game. You know what I mean? So I don't know, just looking at it like, just wish YouTube would kind of go back to the way it was, where people were really teaching and this and that and other, And I don't know. I guess since I've been in here, y'all, I've had a lot of things on my mind, and I've even, since I've been in here, had kidney issues. So that's the new thing on the plate. But I don't know. Just stuff's been on my mind, and I really feel like I can't let the devil win, because I need to be making my, recap videos or whatever, but I'm in the hospital, so I can't just wear all the way back. You know what I'm saying? I have to be considerate. It's a private room, but you still have to be considerate of those around you. And and I actually told Brittany and Brent, because they were watching the Love and Hip Hop Hoes last night. I was on the phone with me, and I said, was it last night? No, it was Monday night, and I said, y'all need to get on my channel and make the video. So, and give y'all spiel on what y'all think. I told them you can do, you say what you got to say, but, it'll still be within reason. And so they thinking about doing that, but I may come back and talk about the R&B divas. I don't know. It's just that if I'm coming, I want to come right. You know what I mean? As me. I'm always come as me, as myself. Oh, let me tell y'all, and I am going to fucking rant about this, because y'all, they had Much Love so motherfucking mad the other day. She was in here crying. Now, first, let's go through this. I told y'all that I had the IV and it kept blowing. So now I have what they call a PICC line, which makes it very easy, and those who are nurses or whatever, y'all know. Okay. It makes it easy for them to get blood, because they wasn't able to get it, and really check to see if that medicine was harming my kidneys. So we know the answer to that now. But they wasn't able to really get it. It's like, for some reason, my veins are so horrible. And so everything was going fine, and I've been moved. I'm not in that same room. But the last nurse that I had on the floor that I was on, and I put this on Facebook, my personal Facebook, that they were moving me, and I'm like, what the hell? So now they changed shifts, 7 at night to, the 7 in the morning to 7 at night changes with 7 to 7 in the morning again. You get what I'm saying? And the nurse usually will come in and they'll trade what, talk about, well, she's been this. This particular last one that I had, honey, I don't know where this hooker came from. But this hooker, Now, I told y'all they coming at 7. It was 9:30 when she finally peeked her head in the door and said, I'm your nurse. Okay. Now, the aide that was working with her has worked with me since I've been here under a different nurse, so she was really helping me. At about, I don't know, whatever time, she tells me we're gonna need to move you to the monitor bed or whatever. And I'm like, really? And about this time I'm going through, because I'm like, honey, I ain't been able to use the restroom. Something going on. We're gonna do something. Call somebody as that. And she was like, do you need a, boo boo? And she didn't say boo boo, but I'm trying to be nice. And I was like, well, maybe give me, something. She was like, well, I can give you some Philip magnesia, whatever. I'm not going to do TMI with y'all. So I had whatever I had, and it was time to go. Okay. So while I'm in there, because she takes me to the restroom and I have to be brought out, I just ring the bell, Well, about this time I'm in there, and this other nurse comes in. Come in. Hey. Okay, is that the fleet?
Yeah, I got everything here.
Okay.
The dressing change, we'll go ahead and get that taken.
Well, y'all, I'll be back. I'm cutting this off too. I'm gonna get my last little bit of, I think, meds before my antibiotics. I don't know if this.
At 11.
At 11.
Got a couple hours for that.
Okay, and I'll be back in. All right.